So why do people sometimes feel like they're going in circles in their growth, and how can they tell if they're actually moving forward?
Great question. So now we're talking about people that are committed to growth,
Mm.
who actually are doing self-discovery, who actually are working on identifying their unmet needs and getting them met, who actually are trying to figure out what their belief systems are and make shifts. And it's very, very normal to start seeing improvements, incremental improvements. And it's also very, very normal to get triggered and melt down and go, wow, I just slipped back into the same behavior pattern.
Mm.
And the reason is because when we melt down, we go back to the same behavior patterns. So really the way to watch your progress is to think about two things, which is how often does it happen and how intensely does it happen,
Mm.
right? So let's say one thing that happens is I get hurt, I shut down, I go sulk in my room for a week, I don't talk to anybody, and I also procrastinate on everything I'm supposed to do at work. Like I just go hole up. That's my big breakdown thing. And I start doing personal development and I start working on that. Now, it's rare that I ever do that for a whole week. I might do it for a whole day sometimes, right? And I might only do it to a couple select people that I feel the most vulnerable around. And I might not procrastinate as much. So, what you're noticing is you're still experiencing the same pattern, but it's not as frequent and it's not as intense.
Hmm. I love that criteria because that is a way to show the progress. Progress. It's always happening if we take time to look for it. And I love that. You have a way to measure that. That's so easy.
Yeah, there's no way you're not going to progress if you're working on it. There is actually one way that you're not going to progress much, and that is if you stay at the surface level and
Yeah.
don't have the courage to look for what's underneath it.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.